Welcome back to Collider Live. Today we are not so live. It is Veterans Day, so we hope wherever you are enjoying your day off. And we pre-taped this. There's a massive fight going on in studio behind me right now. I'm Roxy Stryer, alongside the most evil Darina, sending her punches.
Hello, Roxy. I'm so happy to be doing this with you every day. It's my favorite.
I love doing it with you, too. The men who are fighting so fiercely right now. Mark Riley.
Hi. Hi.
And Josh McCouga.
Shalom!
You guys are like fighting in purple and pink, throwing punches, and I love that.
Yeah. This is purple? More like a burgundy.
I would call it purple, would you guys not?
Have you guys ever
It's
noticed?
more of like a red wine.
Cody Hall also in the booth, cutting off whatever Josh wanted to know if we had noticed. Go ahead.
I just never noticed how long this song goes and what it sounds like after that first intro.
It rips, man.
It does rip.
Yeah.
Well, we still are talking about possibly getting a new song in there.
Right.
And also
Alex
new
is
logo.
supposed to be working on it, on the song, you know? So.
Alex, what you doing? It's already Monday.
He's not here.
Did he leave?
Yeah, he's not here.
He already
Okay,
left.
all right.
Yeah.
He already left
How
us,
dare he
which
not
is-
come up with a song in 2 days?
That is so rude.
Yeah.
All great geniuses
Typical
can work
Alex.
that quickly.
How dare you force
Guys,
we
it's
can
Monday and I
force
already miss you.
Oh, yeah. At this
Listen.
point, you're not even in the state.
No.
Wow.
Oh, I know.
It's like a CGI image of you that's here.
Let's go in there.
Call back to
You beat me to it.
our
Yeah,
Wednesday
we're
No,
going.
guys,
show.
I don't want to be on this pre-tape anymore, okay?
Okay, bye.
I'm going to take Dorina's Doritos.
How dare you?
You know what,
I'm gonna
Josh?
take them
It would
over.
not be the first time that I've said something that's made you walk out of a room, and it probably won't be the last. But today is not about us. It's about you guys at home. So we want to take some calls. Right now, you can't hear what I'm actually saying, but later on, you'll hear that. And we already put out the link. So hopefully, we'll get some calls coming in. We also have some tweets I know that we're going to get to. So, Cody, you let us know when we have a call.
Oh, my God.
There
We
we
already have a
go.
call.
Collider Live. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi there, Roxy. This is Gio calling from Bakersfield, California.
Gio.
Gio, happy
right,
to
Gio.
have you. What do you want to talk about on this glorious Monday?
Yeah. I just want to. Is Josh there?
Yes,
I
he
am.
is.
Yes, he
What's
is.
up, man?
Hey, Josh. I just want to talk to you about Bad Boys for Life.
Yes! God damn it, Gio. You are one handsome individual. Let's talk about it. What's
Today
going
is just your day, Josh.
on? I know.
It's, well, firstly, Josh, I'm a big Jackie Chan fan, and in Bad Boys 2, they utilize one of Jackie Chan's stunts from the movie Police Story,
Okay.
where, well, in this case, they take a Hummer, they drive it down through a shanty town, you know, with all
Oh,
the
yeah.
drugs and stuff.
Yep.
They drive down that hill, crashing through
They
everything.
basically explode all of Cuba. Yeah.
Yes, all of Cuba. And it's great to see that inspired Jackie Chan stunts utilized in Bad Boys 2.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't help to think that they are going to use another inspired Jackie Chan stunts in Bad Boys for Life. If you notice in the trailer, that latest trailer, as well as the first trailer, there was, I believe it was Will Smith grabbing onto a rope ladder hanging off a
Yes.
helicopter.
Yes.
So I can't help to be excited that they are using another inspired Jackie Chan stunt. And I just want to mention that. And before I close it off here, just want to congratulate you on your new venture.
Thanks, buddy.
And I look forward to watching it wherever this mysterious show airs.
Dude, thank you.
And,
Thank you for an awesome
yeah.
call, man.
And,
What
Thank-
a sweet call.
Thank you, all of you, for this new iteration.
Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
you, Gio. Thank you for
Gio,
calling. So, Josh, what
Bakersfield.
do you think? Are we going to see any of that?
Well, you see it in the thing, and I know the Jackie Chan stunt.
It's going around today. I just went out and called Perry Wendy. I mean, like, I don't even know what's up or down
Whoopsie daisy.
anymore.
Nothing
Yeah.
like a good Jackie Chunt.
That's what she said.
So that's true.
I could use a little Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan. You know what's crazy is I was
Oh, I
thinking.
meant the up and down.
I was thinking this morning because I have have a bad knee, right? And so I was thinking to myself, I'm
What
like,
did you do? Go skiing?
No.
Get a car accident?
Get excited?
Yes.
Yell?
Yeah, the second one. Car
only ever the
accident.
two of
Yeah.
The joke didn't go over very
Yeah,
well.
I got hit by a car. It wasn't the greatest day of my life.
Oh,
it's
I
fine.
forgot that,
Yeah,
actually.
it's all good. So,
We're all laughing about you. Apparently.
all right. So I love that. I was thinking this morning, I'm like, could my body hold up? Because my really good buddy, Eric Andre, who has had the Eric Andre show on Adult Swim forever, after the second season, he told me he'd had 4 major shoulder surgeries from just doing the Eric Andre show, which was him like jumping on his desk and like, you know, running into a thing. And like, he's a madman, right? So I'm thinking to myself, you know, would I survive an action movie? Like, and then I started thinking about Jane Seymour and like if she gotten any injuries on things. And so when I'm watching all these crazy stunts, like Tom Cruise and all this stuff, I'm thinking to myself, would I do those stunts, or would I just get somebody to deep fake my face as me like
You would
running
be
across
so
a thing?
scared to do those
I
stunts.
agreed, 100%.
I can't even believe that you would question that.
Yeah. But the Jackie Chan stunts is awesome, and I think anything that you're deriving from Jackie Chan, and I personally, obviously love Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2, but I really, really, really enjoy the Rush Hour films. Like, I mean, those movies are so fantastic.
Jackie Chan's so cool, man.
He really is.
He's the best.
Jackie Chan, not too bad
Jackie
either.
Chan's cool, too.
Mark Drina, do we have a tweet coming in from anybody that has
yes,
a...
actually. We have Broom Kid, aka
Yes.
Subatomic Freak,
Okay.
on Twitter, asking, what are your favorite things of 2019 so far, i.e. movies, shows, music, food, concerts, clothes, candy, jokes, videos, etc.?
Ooh,
It's a
These
lot.
are a few of my favorite things.
Sure.
But then I had none. Wow, there's so
It's-
many
yeah,
great
There's
things
a
that
lot.
happened this year. Peanut Butter Falcon, I think Josh and I share that
Jojo
one.
Rabbit.
That's up there
Jojo
with me.
Rabbit, Mark as well.
The platform, again, I say it all the time,
need
is
to
coming
see
to
that.
Netflix. It's a foreign film, kind of thriller, horror. I loved it. It's one of my favorite movies of the year so far.
Yeah, if we're talking about movies, I've already put my
Parasite.
top 10 movies so far, and Parasite is on top. It's one of the movies that's been so hyped for the whole year that when I saw it, it was not overhyped. I think it was underhyped. It was amazing. I really recommend to watch Parasite if you haven't seen it yet.
I want to see it so bad, but I don't know how.
It's at ArcLight.
It
Yeah.
is at ArcLight?
I'm not sure how you
my
can
God.
see it in other like not major
have to
cities,
go.
but it's definitely playing in LA.
Well, in terms of TV shows, for me, the number one show of the year is When They See Us. That was my favorite show of 2019
Couldn't
so
agree
far.
more. That's one of them for me. Sure.
What was that other one we kind of freaked out about? When They See
On
Us
Becoming a
in-
God? Chernobyl?
No, I love Chernobyl. I loved On Becoming a God. I'm trying to think. There was like one other show out there. I mean, the new season of Peaky Blinders was great. I'm always going to be obsessed with that.
The Boys?
The
The
Boys.
Boys is up
Excellent.
there for
The
me.
Boys
I
is
was thinking
excellent.
The Good Boys, I think, is the best comedy of the year for sure. What show?
Animated How to Train Your Dragon, Hidden World. Fantastic movie. One of my favorites of the year.
Also, show-wise, What We Do in the Shadows on FX
Yes.
is
Very,
brilliant.
very good.
They did such a good job. I may love it more than the movie.
You know what has been awesome this year, too, is Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but also Mr. In Between, which is a show you would effing love.
Oh, I heard of that. I
You
need
would
to
love
see
it.
that.
In terms of music, do we have any that you guys feel like...
Blink 182.
Yeah, Cody.
You guys
Cody.
heard it? It's fantastic.
It's all right.
I don't
Have
know
you
if there's
guys-
I mean, I've
crazy
gone
new
to
music.
a lot of concerts this year, and by far my favorite, it's not new, but Chemical Brothers was incredible. Tom York, Massive Attack. I got to go to so many
Guys.
concerts from my 90s beloved, like, teenagehood. So,
Yachtly Crew, the cover band that plays the Viper Room every month. I also went to see them at the Starlight Bowl in Burbank, which is an amazing venue, by the way.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that.
Yachtly Crew is the greatest yacht rock cover band in the world. If they're in your town, follow them on Instagram. Yachtly Crew, they're friggin' awesome.
Wait, and then last one on this before we take another...
Candy food?
Yeah, I was going to say food. Any 2019 foods that you guys are...
Have you guys
I
had
mean,
the
I
Reese's
always
cups
have
filled with
popcorn.
Reese's Pieces?
I haven't had it.
No.
Is it everything you dreamed of and
Is
more?
it?
Pretty good.
Like
Pretty
E.T.
good.
would like it?
Yes.
Okay.
E.T. would lose his
Reese's
mind.
Pieces cup filled with Reese's Pieces were the most disappointing thing of 2019 for me.
Okay.
They taste like Reese's with like a little layer of shell in them.
Yeah. Food,
Not for me.
Food. I don't know. Well, my fiance made me a Philly cheesesteak last night. That was
Ooh.
delicious, and it might
That
be
sounds
my
good.
favorite thing I've eaten in a long time.
Pandering to your fiance, not
Nah,
a
she doesn't
bad
listen to the show.
idea.
She doesn't listen. Yeah.
The Broom Kid also asked about videos, and we actually have a video link of riding a camel like the Titanic, which we just saw yesterday. So can,
my
can you
God.
bring that up, Cody?
It's on yesterday. It's
What
on.
is it?
It's on today's
It's on our
outline.
sheet. Yes.
Riding a camel like the Titanic.
Is your favorite video of the year?
Well,
Adriana?
it's of this week.
What? Listen to this. Just
It did
If you're
come out this
watching
week,
at
though.
home, it did
two
come out
people
this
on
week.
a camel.
This looks like my dad.
Are those people? Do they know each other?
I have no idea.
I think they're married.
Okay.
What makes you
Nice
think
little
that?
breeze.
I
Are they being
don't know.
forced to smile right now? Oh,
What the camel eats it? Oh,
Oh, the camel's up. He's up.
guys, this is sad.
No, it's
I
not.
know.
Wait, look up. Look at her still leaned over. It's
the music that gets me.
You have a problem. You have a problem. You both have problems.
The camel is.
All
so,
three of us do.
I feel so bad for the camel,
At
but
least
it's so
Serena
funny.
feels bad.
It's so
The camel
for
is
the
clearly
camel.
hurting.
Only
Yeah.
for the camel,
Don't I
not the
feel
people.
awful for
Why
the
would you feel bad
camel?
for the people?
Yeah, I
They're
don't know.
fine.
Some people do. Yeah.
Cody, let us know when we have another call to interrupt this beautiful camel video that we are seeing. Oh, caller, you're on Collider Live. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Corey Nod. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller.
Hey
Corey,
Corey,
no,
I see
oh my
your name
God.
on our group on
Corey-
our Twitter all the time.
Corey
Thanks for
wrote
being so supportive.
He is one of the admins of Collider Live Universe Facebook page. He wrote for schmoesno.com. Good to hear from you, Corey.
Happy to have you here. What are you calling about today?
Well, I can't see that camel video, so I feel really sad.
Corey, let me tell you about it real quick. All right, so here's
No,
what
that's good enough. Corey.
Roxy is not having this.
Well, I don't like fucking animal videos, and I don't like videos where people get hurt, and this is both.
Nobody's
And I've
getting
said it-
hurt.
I said it fucking over and over again,
Nobody's
Corey.
getting hurt. Look, it's so
I've
funny.
said it over and over again. I don't like it. I don't like it. And more importantly, you know what I do like? I like Corey, our caller, who's not calling to talk about the goddamn camel video, Cody.
Hey, Cody, can you cue up that alpaca video I sent you?
Oh,
He's
we've got
kidding.
another
Corey,
video.
Corey, what are you calling about?
the alpaca video.
All right.
Not calling about that.
Please tell me you have an alpaca video for us.
All right, we're all.
The James Dean thing you guys were totally talking about
Yes.
last Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you speak of Star Wars and Carrie Fisher being passed away, what if they did a prequel, with a young Carrie Fisher digitized? Would you guys be against that?
Corey, thank you so much for calling.
Corey, awesome
let's
call.
discuss if you guys want to see Carrie Fisher, in her 20s, doing a sequel to the Star Wars trilogy,
prequel, yeah.
prequel. Sorry. I mean, what do you guys think?
No.
Nope. I'm interested in.
Well, it wouldn't be a prequel. It would be a
a
standalone
Yeah.
spin-off.
I mean,
right?
you could call it if it's like takes place after Return of the Jedi.
Right.
It could be a sequel
To the
prequel,
original
but
trilogy, I guess.
Young Carrie Fisher. I think it's. No, I don't
No,
want it. I think
I
it's
don't
too.
want it
It would
either.
be too. If there's a thing is too soon, I don't know when we're talking about this stuff. Yeah, go.
No, good game. We agree.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
because
completely agree.
and I know they talked about this when we lost her during The Last Jedi, or before it even came out. There was talk of like, what are we going to do for Episode 9? Are we going to recreate her? And it was like everybody was like, no, we can't do that. So it's an interesting thing because then Peter Cushing was recreated for Rogue One, but that was held. That wasn't announced. It was a surprise for the movie.
I
Which
still didn't like it.
I've seen it again
It was my
after
one problem with Rogue
revisiting
One.
over and over again that I've seen this movie. It is weird. Peter Cushing's estate did sign off, so when these estates sign off on it, that's when I go, that's your prerogative.
Well,
It
let's
just
talk
takes
about
me out of the movie, though, technology-wise. I think we're getting there, but I don't think we're there to the point where it's like, I felt when I
Uncanny
was
valley.
watching Tarkin on Rogue One, he looked like a video game to me. And so it's amazing that this technology has come through, and these artists, I really respect their work and as to how they make this happen, but it just took me out of the movie. I just couldn't do it.
There's a lot of differences, though, between the James Dean situation.
I just texted Cody to play the camel again.
Is your name Christian Harloff?
I had to do it. It would just sit in the back.
I do. I hate this song, but I love it right now because of the version.
It's the guy on the recorder.
I know. It's like the Jurassic Park melodica. It's the best shit ever. It's so.
Roxy, this is my last show with you for months.
It's not true.
It is.
Have a
Chronologically,
Cheeto,
I don't
Roxy.
fucking like cheese.
It's not cheese, is it? Is it made of cheese? I thought it's chemicals.
Roxy,
I
There's
legitimately.
no cheese in this. There is.
I legitimately can't stand this video or any of you guys. And I'm gonna go back to Carrie Fisher.
okay.
Here's the difference between what we're talking about. James Dean is now taking on a brand new character. This is
Right.
not a character that James Dean once played, and it exists. Carrie Fisher,
point.
this is a character that she played for many years. So I think that it's different because with the Carrie Fisher situation, she might not have played. She might think that that's not Leia to her. This James Dean one, it's a character he's never even fucking heard of.
Right.
So it,
Yeah, that's a
it
good
doesn't
point.
feel as disrespectful to me.
I mean, it is a good point, but it's still, to me, I want to see the real Carrie Fisher, right? These people are not just actors; like they're a person, and so there's not going to be no Carrie Fisher exuding from the screen. It's going to be a robot.
Yeah.
It's just
Robo
not
Fisher.
You know,
exactly.
we're in a place now where this is happening. Okay, so actors now, I think, can basically put in their will, no, you cannot do this for me. Do not
what I
do
said
this.
on Wednesday.
And/or
You
that's
did. Like
exactly
being a
right.
donor.
So right. So to your point, that's where hear from them. Put it in there, put it in writing. Like, you cannot recreate my image for whatever reason, you know. And I don't know how that works for contracts. If they own the likeness and the character of the actor, who they'll just pop up again. What was God? There's a movie that I can't think about it.
Let's go to Twitter again and see if there's another question from
I have
there.
one.
Yeah, what do you got, Mark?
I have one for Josh, and it's for a Bad Boys 4, a possibility. Would you like Bad Boys forever?
Yes.
There it is.
Bad
Thank
Boys
you.
Forever.
That's
You
pretty
have
good.
to you have to call me Nighthawk. Is who sent that in? Thank you
have to
very
You
much.
had to call me Dragon.
I would call him Nighthawk if that's what he or she wants.
At why
Great-
are you
great
so
movie.
sweaty?
Best-
At why
Step
are you
Brothers.
so sweaty? Thank you for that. That's been signed off by Josh McCougan.
Maybe the best tweet question we've ever had on this show, ever. Or any shows I've ever done.
Bad
in the
Boys
history of it.
Forever.
That's great.
Cody, let us know when we have another call.
Oh, there it is.
Caller, you're on Collider Live. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Allison. I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Allison, with your beautiful vagina. Thank you so much for calling in. What do you have for us today?
So this question is for everyone. I was wondering if you were stranded on a deserted island and you were with someone else from Collider, who would you want it to be that would help you survive?
Allison, great question.
Really good
Let's
question.
discuss. First of all, I love a great inclusive question.
Yes.
We appreciate your call.
And also, Grand Rapids, Michigan, lovely. It's a very nice
is.
town.
I need to go there.
I just feel like this question means everyone in the office,
Correct.
right?
Yeah,
so
That's what it
nine
meant
to
people
me.
in this
Yes.
room. So who do you want to help you survive?
Survival
Okay.
skills.
So-
Broca's up there.
I got
the
mine.
clear answer, because he's an Eagle Scout, is
Right.
Thad Williams.
I mean, you guys are crazy. I'm not only a Girl Scout, but this is like what I do for my life. You guys should all pick me, although I'm a little annoying, but that has to be a
Roxy.
quality you get past.
Well, I guess there's no way to go on a deserted island.
I
so you
can't
can
get around.
That's
I
true,
can't
you
get
can't-
around.
that's true, you
but I
can't
can
get
make
lost,
fire.
so.
I can kill things because clearly I'd eat
I
human.
didn't know.
I can tie
Can you
knots.
just-
I can. Yeah. I'm unbelievable in the wilderness.
I had no
I'm great
idea,
at
but then
tents
maybe
and
I would
shelter
pick
and
you.
stuff. Yeah, but I do think that Roka's
Sorry,
a good
Roxy.
pick also.
Yeah.
But I can't find anything
Right.
but so that's your job. You guys have to be the seekers because I
That's
can't
fine.
get back to anywhere.
I could do that.
But Roka would be a good pick, although I think I would off one of us. You know, I would.
He'd sacrifice us to the local tribe if that's what came down to.
Probably.
And the other risk about picking me is if it comes down to it, I might eat you.
Yeah, that's true too.
Not if I eat you first. Heyo.
That will always be the question: who eats who?
Is this for ever? Like, how are we on long on this deserted island? Like a couple months? Is this castaway situation?
Great question.
Yeah. You want to give it a 6 month,
Yeah,
maybe
6
a year?
months.
I
Well,
feel
we're talking about surviving an island, which means forever.
Wendy
to
would
me.
Wendy would be really pleasant to be with the whole time, but I don't know if she could really do the fire not
Right.
that
Especially
thing.
if there's clowns on the
I feel like if you
island.
Perry might be good
Perry
too.
might be good.
She's in shape. She can run from like wild animals and stuff.
Yep, that's true. Perry
Very
might be
resourceful.
Yeah.
good. Is she really good with the resources?
I think so.
I feel like if you want a good conversation, you can have one with Cody, but he also leave you alone.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
Cody, you have a kid, and so at all
I'd feel
costs,
bad.
you might kill us to try to get back home.
That's true.
So you got a lot to live for.
Cody, who
Because
would you pick?
I was about to pick Cody. No.
Here's why I wouldn't pick Dorina is because I think that she would scare me way too often on the island.
Well,
for
I would be
fun.
really bored, so I agree with you.
Yeah.
I would be getting my entertainment from scaring you.
Totally.
You know who
100%
would
of the
suck
time.
on a deserted island? Frosty.
Yeah. He would suck.
I wouldn't get the email from Frosty that we were on the deserted
Yeah,
island.
He'd slack it to you.
It would just happen,
be like-
and I'd be like, "Oh, I guess we're on a deserted island."
He would just
Thanks
be
for
like
telling me.
so pissed to be there.
All the time.
He would not want to be there.
No.
He'd be like,
he would still
"Where's my
not take off
phone?"
his bracelet things.
Right.
Yeah. Which,
I have a question. Because she was just at Collider, can I choose Jane Seymour?
Yeah, I choose her too.
well, we all choose her.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I think it's
Okay,
Jane Seymour then, because yes, that is correct.
Cody,
Cody.
Cody,
She would-
who's your pick?
Yeah, if you want to get off the island, I'd probably go with Thad and apparently Roxy. If you have all these survival skills, I didn't know that.
Well, let's be clear. I'm not getting you off the
No, no, no,
island.
no, no,
I'm
no.
just
Well,
a great
shit.
person to
Roxy,
be on the island.
Roxy
with.
will take you away from the island and probably get lost and bring you back to the same island.
Yes, that's true. We'll wander for like 400 days and end up back at the fucking island.
Wait, so you
So-
mentioned Thad though. He has some skills
He's an
too that
Eagle
we don't know.
Scout.
Yeah, Thad.
Yeah.
Scout.
You could
He'd
just
help me
tell
get
with
off.
that.
That's
It
true.
would- He'd probably stress me out, but we'd probably get off the island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I want to just have a good time, I'm probably going to go Adam Smith.
Yeah. Adam Smith.
Yeah, Adam
Yes,
Smith. Good
completely
Adam
call.
Smith would be
agree.
the guy that
Combos.
within like first 2 weeks he'd have opened a whiskey distillery on the island.
Yeah.
But like all depends what kind of person you are when you hear you're going to a deserted island. Are you the kind of person who's like, I'm doing whatever it takes to get off as fast as possible? Or are you like, I could use this break for a little
Yeah.
bit. I want
Little-
to chill with someone.
A little,
like,
a little alone time and mental therapy.
I've
I
always
get it.
wanted to learn how to spearfish, so I get on the island, I spearfish. I've always wanted to learn how to start a fire. Like
I
I've
can
always
do
wanted to
those
live on a
things.
deserted island and have like somebody serve me pina coladas. But I'm sure I could like figure out how to make booze. I mean, if
I'm not
prisoners
going
can
to
make,
serve you pina coladas,
No,
but
but-
I will drink them with you.
Correct.
Wait,
Yeah.
Roxy, did you say you can spear fish?
I can do a lot of shit.
Holy shit.
I had to
Okay.
get all the badges and stuff.
Okay, Roxy.
But that's really fucking hard because
That's what
I
I
have
was
a
gonna say.
really hard time seeing now. And with the angle that you have to
Fish.
go in, that was never my strength.
I was just about to pick you, but now you just put some doubt.
I'm really good at fishing though, like
Oh.
at
Okay.
even with nets and whatnot. I'm
Okay.
I'm an epic
okay.
survivor.
So
would not know
I'll
that.
pick you, Roxy.
Do you
We'll-
like camping?
I will
Love.
go. There it is. You take care of that. I'll go survey the island by myself because I know,
But you will find me again because I'll
Yes,
never find
my
you.
direction. Are you kidding me? I can.
You gotta stay in one spot. You can't move.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I will find you
I
again.
just got so much agita thinking about being on this island, being like, should I go look for him?
No,
it's
no.
getting
No,
dark.
you wouldn't have to worry.
out.
I would tell you that I'll be back when the sun hits here. That's when I'll be back, and I will be back.
I'll be back.
I'll be
Cody, let us know when we have another call. And also, let's check in with the Twitter machine.
Check in with the
Facebook.
twits.
or Facebook.
Oh,
All right.
There's a call.
Amazing caller. You're on Collider Live. What's your name? Where are you calling from? We don't know if they're amazing. I'm just guessing.
We hope.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Luke Nelson from New York City.
Hey, Luke.
Guess who's back?
Wednesday and Monday.
Luke is back.
Back again.
How you doing, Luke?
So, this is Monday, right?
Yes.
So this is a big deal because tomorrow is my birthday.
Hey! Happy tomorrow birthday.
Hey, dude, for your birthday, just for you, I'm gonna release the first episode of The Mandalorian. That's for you, buddy. Happy
God
birthday.
damn.
Wow, you did that.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Luke, did you just want to call and talk about turning a year older?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. So, I'm also a 1991 kid too, Roxy.
Ooh, 91
And-
baby.
So, that is a very, very powerful year because it's a palindrome, and that shit is super powerful. So me and you are part of like a blessed year, and it's only us and kids that were born in 2002 as
I was
well.
gonna say
So
2002. I'm trying to like go through years. I'm like, what? Yeah.
that's it. I mean, 1771? I don't think so.
1660.
But aren't you a palindrome if we just haven't gotten there yet. Like if
Right.
it's 20 or 20
2121.
No,
No, it'd have to be
21, 1, 2.
2000. 2112.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not gonna happen again in our lifetime. So like,
Yeah.
You don't know how long I'm gonna live, Luke.
That's true. They could extend our lives as
They could
we
also
get
make
older.
Roxy
Yeah,
a hologram in a movie. So.
a CGI clone. Sure.
I'm here for it.
But I want to go back to the Dune talk because I saw a little bit of shade from Dorina because I was talking about Bad Boys, and she was like, "There's a Dune sequel too," and so I am scared about this Dune movie because I love the book. It's probably my favorite science fiction book of all time. The cast is incredible. Denis is incredible, but so the sequel isn't out now because the movie is only going to be the first fucking half of the book because in the book, like there's a pretty considerable time jump at a certain point. If you read the book, I'm pretty sure Mark Riley's read the book, right?
Yes, I have.
I read the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just nervous because I kind of feel like the movie is not going to do so well, and we're never going to see the second half.
Luke, thank you so much for calling. Really appreciate that. Go ahead, Riley.
It's a legitimate concern. I know because I understand where Josh McCoog is coming from. I understand that there is a fan base out there that is not familiar with the book, but there is also a very large fan base that does understand the book. Denis Villeneuve is one of the best directors working today. I think that's a win in that column. And again, it is really because I think everybody's thinking Blade Runner 2049.
Yes.
As
Dorina's always thinking
putting
that.
yeah, but putting that as a kind of a comp here that it could do horribly. But he also did Arrival, which was a fairly decent sized budget. I'm sure Dune is bigger and Sicario. But my point is, Arrival slowly built up to $100 million domestic gross. So because of word of mouth and because it was a special movie that Denis did direct. So I think Dune could warrant that kind of reaction. It is all about the marketing.
Well,
I
and
just
also
noticed Dorina's shirt and I got real upset.
Josh just took like a
like
massive yawn.
No, I just a big sigh. But I was also thinking of
what's
like,
wrong with my shirt so good? There's Critters.
It's awesome.
Jason,
I see Jason on there. Michael Myers.
Dorina, can I ask you this because you said I read the first one? There's multiple Dune books?
Yes.
How many?
I don't know, like
There's Children
5
of
or
Dune.
8, 5?
All the same author?
Dune Messiah. Right?
Is it all the same author?
Frank Herbert did a number of them, and then his son picked up and did some. I'm not
Did you
sure
know
though.
that?
No.
I don't know shit about Dune.
No, exactly.
There's
And
a-
I don't
it-
think a lot of people know much about Dune at all, which is why, listen, if the movie does
There's
like, word
enough
of mouth, there's the word of mouth, then and it
Word
makes
of mouth.
it makes $100 million like Arrival. I would say that's a pretty decent success for the movie.
Yeah.
But
I love
opening
Arrival.
weekend, I'm just telling you, it's there are not enough people. Like I didn't know what Dune was until I started working here. Just like I didn't know the people in like the prequels until I started working here.
So you didn't know about the Dune David Lynch movie
Nope,
either?
no
Really?
idea.
Even though like Sting was in it, like famous people were in it?
No idea.
Huh.
No idea.
I like that you go, I didn't know about the movie, and Dorina says, even though Sting was in
Yeah,
it?
like,
was in it.
Sting
But
is
yeah,
such
but
a
what
And
did
then
he
what's
say?
his name?
Was he
Kyle
gonna say,
MacLachlan?
yeah, now I know about the
Oh
movie.
yeah, Kyle MacLachlan, huge Kyle
And
MacLachlan
so
guy.
there's 5 or 6 books, right?
Okay.
One of those yeah, I have to count in Spanish because it's.
We
Let's
noticed
go.
that. Yeah.
She's trying to be sexy, and it's working. I gotta say.
is it?
Yeah,
Good.
totally. What do you got, Riley?
I have something from the Facebook page, the Collider Live official group.
Yeah, let's do it.
We have a number of them, but somebody did post.
This is like
Chris
IBF,
Evans.
WBO.
They want our thoughts on Chris Evans' reaction to the James Dean stuff. He did tweet. Do you want to know what that Chris Evans thinks about the James Dean?
Yes,
Yes.
I do want to know.
He's from Boston.
He says, "I'm sure he'd be thrilled with a." Rolling the eyes emoji. This is awful. Maybe we can get a computer to paint us a new Picasso or write a couple new John Lennon tunes. The complete lack of understanding here is shameful. That is why the guy is Captain America. Couldn't agree more.
Captain America!
Okay.
I hope Peggy Carter's
America's
doing
ass.
okay.
That's
America's
why.
ass just tweeted that out.
I'm so
Ain't no butt
upset.
dial. Ain't no butt dial from that America's ass.
I love him so
That was from the
much.
fingers of Captain
He's
America.
pretty great.
I love Chris
Would
Evans
he be the
so
one that you'd
much.
make out with first in the Avengers?
Well,
That's a good question.
Hulk.
Who would I
Is that a
make?
question for you guys? Who
Why
would you
is the
make out
question
with
who would I
first?
make out with first?
'Cause
Like, because
you-
I get to make out with
I
other
know.
ones?
Why can't
No.
we just make out with all of them?
No, you get
No, but
one.
So it's,
Oh.
who would you make out with, period? Because when you say
Period.
first, it sounds like who would you
You're
want to
not going
kiss
to go
prior
down
to
the line.
kissing someone?
No. Like you get one.
Hulk.
Hulk.
Yeah.
As
I want
Hulk?
to do still
As
with
Hulk?
Hulk. Both.
Okay.
As Hulk.
Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Ruffalo as
for
Hulk.
sure.
Okay.
maybe Hulk from Thor. He was or Ragnarok. He was a little
sad.
Well, just so you know, I'm Team Iron Man.
Okay.
Okay.
So in terms of like which team, but
like Civil War. You mean?
just Team Cap, Team Iron Man.
Okay.
I'm Team Iron Man.
Okay.
But when it comes to sucking face, if it's Chris Evans, I mean, are you fucking kidding? He's
There it
he's
is.
a
It's an
massive
Avenger.
Patriots fan.
It's an Avenger. I'm not talking about Chris Evans. I'm talking about the Avengers.
So
Chris
So the
Evans.
character,
so
Captain Chris
Captain
Evans.
America.
No, I guess the person that I would want to make out with first, Black Panther.
So not Groot.
I like that.
I mean, I guess I want to make out with them all.
Yeah, me too.
I
Black
haven't made
Panther's
out
a
with
pretty
somebody
good
in
one.
so long, guys. I mean, I'll make out with any of you guys.
We'll make out with you.
Out of respect for...
I'm talking to the Cheetos and the Penguin at the table. Like, I don't care.
Wait, what are your guys' picks? Who
I
would
mean,
you
out
make
of
out with?
respect for the character, I would make out with the Wasp because I've had a crush on her since... Well, I mean, since Lost, but obviously, like, I like the Wasp.
Evangeline Lilly's the shit.
But here's the thing: because I don't think that Black Widow has an actual superpower, I'm going to pass on Black Widow and go to the Wasp.
What about you, Mark?
Valkyrie.
Oh,
Give me Valkyrie.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Or give me death.
Give me
Ooh,
Valkyrie
no,
or give me death.
Okay,
Valkyrie,
and now I'm in
my
between
goodness.
Hulk and Thick Thor. 'Cause
Thick Thor.
Thor.
I
Thick
like it.
Thor is the Avenger I relate to the
Can
most.
we guess who we think Alex picked would be?
I
Yes.
feel like you would pick Valkyrie too.
Really? I was going to say Black Widow.
Maybe.
Cody, who you got?
I don't know. I'm going to text Alex, though, to get that answer.
Yeah, Cody.
I think he's gonna say Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
Witch is very,
Yeah, that's
very,
probably
very
mine.
attractive. Is that you?
Is that
Cody?
yours,
that's
Cody?
mine.
Okay, Scarlet Witch.
She
got it.
might be mine. She's so.
Is it weird that I would that like Karen Gillan as that robot woman was actually
No,
kind of
Nebula.
she's
Do
rad.
it.
That robot
Karen
woman.
Gillan as that robot woman.
Nebula.
Oh my
Nebula.
God,
Thank you, Mark.
Josh. All right, let's take another call.
Tomorrow's
when we
my
get a
last
chance.
day. What do
Cody,
I
let
care?
us know when we have
Take
another
it.
caller.
I'm sleeping with
Caller,
the
you're
robot.
on Collider Live. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Okay.
Hello.
Caller, you're on Collider Live. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
There's someone on the line.
Hello.
I'm going to hang up on you in 5, 4. I'm just
Accounts
gonna hang
payable
up
Nina
on you.
speaking.
Oh,
Bueller.
wait. That was my bad. Try it again.
Caller, you are on the line. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I made it through. Awesome. I was stuck in Thailand for a while.
That happens.
Who are you?
Hi, this is Kevin calling from Costa Mesa in California.
Kevin, happy to
Hey,
have you. What do you want
Kevin.
to talk about today?
So I have a question. So, well, first of all, a comment. I just want to say you guys are doing great with the new show.
Thanks,
I'm
man.
enjoying
Thank
it
you.
so far, and it's awesome.
Thank you, Kevin.
And I also want to say it's also really cool you guys are putting a highlight on Alex and Cody. They've been kind of like the unsung heroes. Now you guys, they're getting the spotlight that they deserve.
100%.
Hey, thanks,
100%
man.
agree.
I'm glad to hear you say that, Kevin. I just want to say for anybody, because I did get a tweet, we did not take their camera from the booth. We did not tell them they could no longer be on camera.
Oh, is that what they're saying? No.
No, it's
Cody and Alex were speaking too much, so we banned them from being on
No.
camera.
I thought our Dr. Manhattan gag was pretty good yesterday.
It
Cody.
was very good.
on
I
Tuesday.
saw that.
They will be back.
Yes, we
did you-
had a camera issue today, but they'll be back
Yes.
on screen.
We're
Did
just
you-
getting a new one. That's all.
Did you have a question for us though?
Yeah. So my question is, now that we're kind of wrapping up 2019, heading into 2020, with there being like a few sequels and remakes and all of that, kind of just want to ask, like around the room, what do you guys think is maybe not the worst sequel or remake, but like something that you think should not have been made? So, in my opinion, I think Son of the Mask could have been something that should have probably not been made and should have left the mask alone.
Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate your call.
Oh, so like all-time sequels.
Yeah,
Oh,
all-time.
Mine are
Ooh.
easy.
What do you got?
Zoolander 2 and Dumb and Dumber 2. They should never have been touched.
You mean
think that
Dumb and
they shouldn't have been
Dumber-er.
touched because they weren't good, or they shouldn't have been touched because?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it Dumb and Dumber or
There's
Dumb and Dumber 2?
Well, there was Dumb and
There's
Dumber.
another one.
Dumber and Dumberer.
When Harry met Lloyd.
When Harry met Lloyd, but that
Yeah,
was
but
not
that
with Jeff
wasn't-
Daniels and
right.
Jim Carrey. The Dumb and Dumber 2 is with Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels did not work. And Zoolander 2 just shouldn't have been touched. It's really hard 15 to 20 years later to make a comedy sequel when you've been not doing it for a while and you try and jump back into a character that you created.
Right.
And then try and just basically do a lampoon of that character. And that's what both movies were.
Riley, what do you think?
thinking. I don't have one right now. I'm thinking.
I mean, we've already discussed the Terminator sequels.
Yeah.
There was
But
no
they're
need for
skipping
that.
the good one.
Right, exactly. Like the last two, I mean, more so.
Yeah.
But if I'm more so sequel, I guess I would
It's a
go with the
remake.
remakes because I didn't like Lion King. I like parts of it. There's a lot of those live actions that I have not been a fan of, and that's up there for me.
Gotcha.
I not to jump on with you, but
Yeah.
I'm with you. That Lion King was great, nostalgia. It like made me enjoy the movie, but they just made the exact same movie, and it really brought nothing to it. And I thought Aladdin actually tried to do something different.
Exactly, and because of the lions, the animals looked great in the movie, but it took away like Scar's attitude. Like
Yeah.
I just didn't. I thought it was just not as good as the original.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Any other tweets coming in? Otherwise, we'll take another call.
Let me
Cody,
see.
let us know when there is somebody on the line. Caller, you are calling into Collider Live. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Saul. I'm calling from my room.
There's Saul.
Saul,
you always get in.
What does your room look like, Saul?
Well, right now I'm actually reorganizing the bookcase, but there's a large bookcase on the one wall next to the wardrobe,
Okay.
and there's an embarrassing amount of books in there because I'm Mr. Excitement, evidently.
Dude, I love you
And,
calling from my room. You're the best, Saul. You're the best.
Cool.
And then the other side, the other side of the room to the far right, it's a rectangle-shaped room. There's another bookcase, and also filled with books.
That's great.
And a die-cast Jedi Starfighter, because evidently I'm the coolest guy you know too.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't know you read a lot. Good for you, Saul.
I grew up. I had like really bad dyslexia growing up, and then so I spent a lot of my young life trying to figure out how will reading be easier, and then I realized the trick is there is no trick. It's just always going to be hard for me. And then when I kind of got over that, I just started casually reading
Saul,
often.
be honest. I want you to truly be honest with me right now. Dorina just said, I didn't know you read a lot. If I had said that, you would have fucking ripped me a new asshole, Saul. True or false?
Is that true?
False. Dorina said it was all heartfelt and nice, and obviously she was genuinely curious about it. If you said it, it'd be mean.
So true.
True,
But that's not fucking true.
I might have to lean on Saul on this one. I'm kidding.
Saul, what are you calling for today?
Thank you.
Well, one, I am teasing you. Two, is this going to be technically Josh's last show for a while?
Yes.
In terms of the fact that he will have been on the show on Thursday, but this airing-wise will be his last show for a bit, correct?
Yeah.
So this is the 2014 timeline where the Thanos is going to come back after he's dead.
Right.
And okay, got it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I didn't get to. I was being a smartass last time I called, believe it or not. And I just wanted to put this out there that Josh, I'm a huge fan of everything you do.
Oh, thanks, bud.
And calling into the show, believe it or not, is kind of nerve-wracking for me. And it's not easy to kind of when you call in, to pick up the energy in the room where there's 4 other people, or to pick up especially my timing. I always feel is a little off. And
Roxy would
knowing
agree.
that you're there, but knowing that Josh is there when I call in and you're there, I always feel like you get it, and I always feel very comfortable around you. And I always appreciate you laughing at when I bust Roxy's balls a little bit harder than most. And
Yep.
So as you were talking,
I-
Josh was just literally flipping me off under the table
No, I saw it. Yeah.
for some reason. Glad you guys have bonded in that way.
Can I just put this into the world? It's my favorite Josh McCouga moment. I sometimes go back and I pull this up when I'm feeling down. It's a very nuanced thing. It was a very small thing, but back in December, there was a conversation going on about people's favorite movies, and apropos of absolutely nothing, McCouga walks in the room with a fucking Braveheart sword and just starts yelling.
That's awesome.
That's great.
I was laughing, so I was watching live. I was laughing so hard I had tears in my eyes. And again,
That's great.
I at least want them. I have it written down which episode it is and the timestamp. I will go back like once a month and just watch it again just to enjoy it.
Well, you know,
love
Saul,
that.
I'm glad I could do that. That Braveheart sword was meant for nothing else than to entertain. It wasn't meant to murder, English soldiers. It was just meant to make people laugh. So I'm glad you got a kick out of it. And I will say, doing this show with the amazing people in this room and all the people that we've had on this show has really been like one of the highlights of my life thus far. And leaving to go do a TV show is obviously, a giant career goal, and doing this is really cool. But getting to like have a regular caller on a show like this has always been kind of a dream of like being a morning radio host, and that's basically what we do here. And I can't thank you enough, Saul, for the kind words and for being a fan of the show, man.
Yeah, man.
Well done.
Thank you,
said.
Saul.
Well said.
Thank you so much
Thanks,
for calling.
You're
Saul.
the best, Saul.
Do we have another Facebook or Twitter that we want to take before we wrap up?
I'm
from
looking.
You
I
guys?
can't really find something, so maybe a
Oh,
call.
great. Then we'll do another call.
Yeah.
Cody, let us know when we have somebody on the line. Not right now, Derek. So that was really lovely that Saul said that.
Yeah, I think that was great. And I know I make a lot of yokes on this show, but I will miss you guys.
We're
Dude, I'm gonna miss you
We're
like
gonna
crazy.
miss you.
Yeah.
You're the
Thanks.
best.
Yeah.
Remember when we weren't friends?
Yeah, I remember that.
But that's like not what it was. He thought you guys were friends.
Yeah.
You just said you weren't.
So that's why I said that, because we
Yeah,
weren't
yeah.
in my head.
That-
We were acquaintances.
It's true.
And then we became friends.
Brutal,
Saw something
crazy,
die
all
in
things.
Josh McCouga that day.
Every time we like hung out, it was at like a con,
Yeah.
or one of like a Ken Knapsack eventish
Right.
kind of a thing.
A Comic-Con party or
Yes,
something. Yeah.
and I was always either intoxicated or having an allergic reaction.
Right.
So it was kind, and then
Which is kind of like being intoxicated.
totally, yeah. But
little
like
too
we
much.
would hang out and talk, but we weren't like friends.
No.
Friends, we were again, yeah, we were acquaintances.
Yeah, but now I feel like, and it's funny to think about when you meet somebody, you have these, this is how this person is. And so I've grown that way where I don't put people into boxes. And like,
Sure.
I've gotten to know you. Josh is one of the coolest, sweetest people.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Appreciate
the
that.
best.
Yes,
Yes.
I agree. He's so sweet.
Yeah.
So kind in all areas.
Outside of the show, I mean.
No, and tomorrow or 3 days ago, depending on who you are, I think we'll talk more about Josh on the
Yes.
show.
Please don't. I don't want any
and how
recognition.
amazing he's
Yeah.
been.
But I
We
will
wanna
be
make
back,
you
like,
cry tomorrow.
I may not be back in 2019, but I might be. Like there might
May
be
or may not.
Maybe right before Christmas. I'll hopefully be in LA. But I mean, for the foreseeable future, besides holidays, I probably will not be in the city.
Who
You
can
know what?
never be sure.
I actually don't think we even have time for another call because we are going to wrap. But I do want to just end by also talking a little bit about the fact that it is Veterans Day today.
Yeah, yeah.
And to my 94-year-old grandfather who is still alive
The man.
and living in Los Angeles, who I get to see multiple times every single week and is an absolute hero. If you guys, I did an interview on my YouTube channel with him a couple of years ago where we talked all about his experience at war and whatnot. He was stationed in London and bombed Germany 36 times and is just the best human being.
Is he in the Air Force?
No, he was in the 8th Air Force, yeah.
Oh yeah, well.
And he is just an absolute stud. So to him and every other veteran out there, I know for you, Mark Riley, your grandfather.
Grandpa, and great-grandpa. Yeah.
To all the vets, we literally would not be sitting here today without
Yep,
you guys.
yep.
And we can make all the jokes we want and have all the fun we want on the show, but we couldn't do that if we didn't have the freedom and ability
Yes.
to do that. So thank you so much to all the
Absolutely.
veterans
Yes.
out there.
Every year on Veterans Day, she's no longer with us, unfortunately. But my grandmother on my dad's side was in the Women's Army Corps, the WAC,
Oh, that's
during
awesome.
World War II.
Wow.
And she would be the Grand Marshal of the Veterans Day Parade in my dad's hometown of New Brighton, Pennsylvania. And my grandfather and on both sides, my grandmother and some people all have their name on the Veterans Bridge that goes over the Beaver River now. So if you're ever in the Pittsburgh area and you want to see a Makuga or Gelati name on there, that's where
cool.
they are.
I love that.
And we talked about it with when Roland Emmerich was here, right? Because he's promoting his movie Midway. That I think it is important. You exactly hit it, Roxy. That we would not be here without these people, and it's important to remember history. And there's no, like Roland said, there's no winners after a war, and so it is important to remember the sacrifices that all these people and their families have been through. So thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And one of the things I know through my grandfather is that he is so grateful anybody who comes up to him and thanks him for his service. So if you see somebody today or any other day and it's clear that they have served, go up to them and thank them for what they're doing for us, because I certainly could not fucking do that.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful that there are people out there who can and do.
Well
so
said.
happy Veterans Day, if happy is the right word. I've never known exactly what to say
Yeah.
on that. Thank you guys so much. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Darina, Mark Riley, Josh McCouga, Roxy Stryer, Cody Hall. Alex is somewhere else. We'll see you guys tomorrow.